supporting comedy, right? Yes, gotta give a special shout out to my ladies, I do. As soon as I walked in here, I felt so fucking empowered. Looking at all your beautiful faces, I feel like we should all do a kegel on the count of 3. What you think? Some of y'all still remember how to do it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes, it's our magic power. Might as well practice. Some of you, I can see we'll be using that motherfucker tonight. Yes. We have any single people in here?
Oh, yeah.
You are not alone. Technically, you are, bitch, but tonight I am with you. Yes, I am. I will actually take it up for you a notch. I am a single parent. Yes. We got any? I know, right? Any other single parents in here? Woo! We the only ones that like the raw.
I got 20 cats if that counts.
I guess me and the Kardashians the only ones that like it raw. You are not paying attention in sex education. You are not paying attention. Shit, I have 2 kids. I affectionately call my Louis and my Gucci bag. I do. I love my Louis and my Gucci bag. But whenever I'm out and someone hears me calling them that too much, it's always somebody curious enough to ask me, excuse me, why do you call them that? And I'm always like, well, first of all, one is a boy, one is a girl. They are a hell of expensive, sis. And they come from 2 different manufacturers. This is just my Louis and my Gucci bag, okay? Just my Louis and my Gucci bag. And I think having kids is what makes it so much harder today. I'm sure it's one reason why I'm single, okay? Because it's like when you have kids, you want to find somebody that's good for you but won't come along and fuck your kids up. It's like whenever I'm out and a guy's trying to date me, all I hear is the music for Intervention. You guys don't watch Intervention? I love that show. Whenever I'm feeling bad about myself, I just turn that shit on. I do. My mama like, you up there smoking that weed again? I'm like, bitch, look, it could be worse. I could be a fucking crackhead, okay? Shit, it could be so much worse, mama. Yes. And my daughter, she's 6 years old. She's at that age where I feel like I could bring anybody home to her. Like, this is your Uncle Daddy, okay? Mommy's new friend. But my son, he's 15 years old. And he knows a bum when he sees him, okay? I had to learn the hard way. One day he was like, Mommy, he's not the one. And you're way too good for him. And I'm like, okay, son. And he's at that age where he's growing and knowing a lot more than I'm ready for him to learn, It's like one day I told my son, good night, baby. And he was like, good night, Mommy. And the next day he woke up sounding like the Allstate man, okay? Talking about, Mama, where's my son? I said, what the fuck is my son? What happened to my baby? And I had to learn the hard way. When you have teenage boys, you have to knock, ladies. If it's a teenage boy on the other side of that door, you better knock, okay? Because the last time I didn't, let's just say what we both used to refer to as a PP. It's very much looking like something else these days. Okay? I walked in on him the other day like, oh my God. I was like, you your daddy's son, boy. Yes, you are your daddy's son. No lies about that. We were both so embarrassed. We ain't look each other in the eye for like a week. We just bumped into each other and shit. Where you go? And he's at that age where he think he a little bit better than me. I live in the west suburbs, way outside of my tax bracket, okay? No lies. He always coming home telling me about his friends, parents, and what they do and what they have. I had to tell him the other day, you know what? Your friends were probably planned, Your ass, let me tell you what you were. You was a pleasant surprise. I'm like, your ass, I almost went with plan B on your ass. I'm glad you made it, motherfucker. Your granny talked me down. I was just about to swallow. And he just had his first dating experience. Yes. And let's just say he brought home a girl that ain't look shit like me, okay? And he came home with what they refer to these days as a snow bunny. Don't be mad at me. I ain't going with that now. Yes. And as soon as he walked in, my sister pulled me in the room. She like, oh my God, can you believe this? What are we gonna do? I said, girl, shit. We ain't gonna do nothing. Shit, it's 2025. I'm just glad he walked in here with a girl, okay? He walked in here with something else, bitch. So I'm just glad she cute. She like she came off the set of Grey's Anatomy and not Roseanne, bitch. He came home with a Darlene, he might have a motherfucking problem. She was pretty. She was a pretty little snow bunny. Hop on in here, bitch. Hop on in here. So you like soul food? You got food for your soul over here, okay? Yeah, and I couldn't say nothing about it because I took some cream in his coffee. Yes, I have. My jungle fever has been 103 degrees since the movie came out in 1991. Yes. I went to a predominantly white school. And my first kiss was a white boy named Jody Kapowski. And we all know ain't no black Kapowski. One might have got blindsided, bitch, but wasn't nobody born a Kapowski. Yes. And my fetish with white men started with Patrick Swayze and Ghost. Oh my God, that scene with him and Demi Moore had that clay, he ain't had no shirt on. Oh, I used to make my daddy so mad, like I want one of these, daddy. He is so fine, daddy. Yes. And Mel Gibson, that's another piece of white meat I used to like. I'm like, I know he got a big lethal weapon. Yes, he still got hoes to this day. Still making babies, I said, he ain't shooting blanks yet, shit. Still making babies. And another white man I used to love was Matthew McConaughey. I still love him. Hey, every time I'm watching A Time to Kill, look, 85, he in the top 5 white men in the whole wide world, no lie. Every time I watch A Time to Kill, I'm like, shit, fuck them kids, Matthew, it's time to kill this pussy. Fuck them kids, Matthew. Yes, and he a little old, but I really cherish that Liam Neeson. Is that his name? Liam Neeson? Man, if I ever met him, boy, this pussy you gotta take it not once, not twice, but how many times, ladies? 3 motherfucking times, that's right. Can't catch me somewhere, bitch, I'll be somewhere like, help! Help me! Please, rescue me. Yes, I would. And I ain't talking about none of y'all. I ain't talking about no Dan Conner ass white boy. You know? I want me a rich ass white man. I want me a 90210 hoe. You know? We going shopping with the black card my white man gave me. We had a reparation paying for the family reunion. Come on, Joey. It's family reunion time, Joey. Yes. And my girls, they single and they act like they don't want to try white meat, you know? So I told them, look, we got to try something new, ladies. I took them down to the Viagra Triangle. I say, tonight we eat white meat only. White meat only, okay? One of my girls, she got lucky. She got this dude number. And she said, they went on a couple dates. She called me the other day talking about, girl, I went out with David. I'm like, bitch, he looked like a David. He was cute on Justin Timberriver looking motherfucker. She said, girl, we went on a date. And the other night when we was talking on the phone, it got kind of heated. I said, girl, what happened? She said, he sent me a dick pic. I was like, oh. I said, what did it look like? Was it long? Was it thick? What would it look like, sis? She said, sis, it wasn't small at all. I said, okay. She said, but it was all pink. She said, it looked like an uncooked piece of bacon. I was like, bitch, I know I seen one before, bitch. I seen one. I said, that's what I like about a white man's penis. I said, bitch, it remind me of a moon ring. You know? When he pop it out, don't lie to me. Peppa Pig pink, no. Peppa Pig pink. I said, bitch, you gotta get on it. You know, get some friction. Get the rad and real. I said, if it pop out and it's still pink, bitch, get back on it. It ain't ready yet. A white man's penis ain't ready till it's ruby red, bitch. You hear me? I said, I told you, sis, don't discriminate against white meat. I said, you can't believe what you hear about it, you know? So they say it's little, I said, it ain't all small, it's just a little easier to digest. You know what I'm saying? And that's my time, y'all. My next one is February 13th. You can find it on Eventbrite. Thank you for having me.
Oh my God, we gotta keep this train moving. But here's the thing: Shonda walking in on her son reminded me of when my mom walked in on me. Her jaw dropped and she screamed, "Your body's the temple of the Holy Spirit!" And I said, Mom, David Hasselhoff is the temple of the Holy Spirit. That's why they call him Knight Rider.